What's up, everybody? I'm Batman, and welcome back to another episode of Rex and Specs. We've got a great show lined up for you guys today, so stick around. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Rex and Specs. As always, it's your boy, C3, and I want to take the time and thank everybody for stopping by, checking out the channel. Thank you for hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for inviting me into your homes to spend a little comic book time with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Before we get started, I just want to give a couple of shout outs real quick to Stefan Links, who's a new subscriber to the channel. Thank you very much. We appreciate you over here at C.3. Comics. And also we want to thank Lionel Goldsmith. Thank you very much, man. We appreciate the sub. We're going to continue to grow the channel, and I hope we don't disappoint you over here at C.3. And last but not least, Jane Gallagher's. I just got to shout him out. I shouted him out before, but this guy is leaving such inspirational words in the chat, man, that I just had to shout him out again. So thank you very much, James. We really appreciate you over here. All right, so without further ado, we're just going to jump right into the Rex and Specs. I got 3 books that I want to bring to your attention this week. And so let's get with it. Let's handle it and let's do it, man. Real biz. Let's do it. All right, so the first book I want to talk about today is coming in at number 3, and it is Maniac in New York, issue number 1. This book was written by Elliot Colon and Andrea Multi. I really enjoyed this book. It wasn't, I know a lot of people might have had this book at number 1, but I didn't quite see it as a number 1 this week, you know, even though it was well narrated and it had a really good story plot to it. And I did enjoy this book, but again, it is just a number 1, and I am unfamiliar with this book, so I didn't just want to jump ahead and just give it a number 1 spot, as I'm still getting to learn about the creative writing going on inside this book. All right, but we got some really good artwork in here. You know, the artwork coupled with the dark overtone of the story, it complements the dark overtone of the story, you know, so it's a decent book. It's a decent read. It's about a murderer that was in the city of New York, committed a lot of crimes that had went unsolved. So they're still investigating and trying to figure out who this guy is. The story itself is off to a very good start, but it has the potential of being a number 1, but I just didn't see it as my number 1 pick this week. But I really did enjoy Maniac of New York. You know, it's a really good book. I love the cover work on that. And if you saw my video, you noticed I picked up that 1 in 15, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, man, this is just a decent start to a good story, it looks like, right? So I have it at number 3. Maniac of New York, issue number 1 from Aftershock Comics. All right. Definitely worth picking up. I definitely recommend it. I'll keep my eye on it. I'll wait for issue number 2, and I'll continue to read up on it and see how they do with it. But it's really a good read. So that's my number 3. All right. So next up, coming in at number 2, we have, and I didn't have this. So again, if you watched my initial video, I didn't pick up this book. But it had such a buzz surrounded around it. I heard everybody talking about it that I had to double back and get it. And that book is Fear Case, and that is issue number 1. And this is cover B, I believe. There is an all-black cover that I'll show you shortly, right? So this one is coming from Dark Horse Comics, all right? Written by Matt Kindt and Tyler and Hillary Jenkins. All right? This too, I know everybody like, wow, he's got that at number 2. Yeah, I didn't quite see it as my number 1 pick, you know? But again, it was a good story. Started off good. Sounds like something I might have heard before. It's about a case. In the beginning, you think they're talking about you think the officers in the comic are talking about a case, meaning, a crime that might have been committed that needs to be solved. But as you go along, you realize, and look at this artwork in here, very shady, very, very dark, very, very gory type artwork in this right here. They're using like this charcoal type artwork. There's a lot of shading going on, but you would think that they're talking about a case that has gone unsolved, but it's really about this case that they've been given and they have to get rid of it. You have X amount of time to get rid of this case, right? And you have to give it to the person you hate the most. And if you don't give it away, it winds up falling into the hands of someone you love, and then horrible things happen to that individual, right? So, but again, that shadowy type artwork that they have going on in here. I wasn't too fond of the artwork. It was a little muddy, I would have to say. Real clunky, and like the storyline, even though it was easy to follow, it just didn't flow as evenly as I like my stories to flow, but it is a good story, and it is something that I could get behind because I'm a big fan of horror type stories, and this is pretty good. This reminds me of the movie called The Box, if anybody's familiar with that. There's a movie called The Box, and it kind of operates under the same premises, right? So it reminded me of that. So I was like, not bad, but it sounds like something I've heard of. But all in all, overall, a really good story. And it is just the issue number 1. So I will continue to read it to stick around and see what's going on with it. See, here we are again. Look at the line work according to the males and the females in this book, So the artwork was a little superficial, I would have to say, but you were able to follow along with the story. I like to see my artwork just coming through a little more clear, so I can get a full understanding of what's going on. But like I said, a really good story, good enough to make my number 2. I really dug this story, but I just want to see where they're going to go with it, But this came in at number 2, in my opinion. This is in my opinion, so I enjoyed it. I will continue to watch it. And this is something, and this just irked me. I'm like, yo, you show the girl's backside, and she has no shape, man. I at least like my girls to have some curves to them or something. You know what I mean? If you're going to draw. That's how I looked at it. I mean, but it did have a fairly decent story, a nice plot to it, something that I'm willing to follow and keep up with. I can get past the artwork, but overall, I put it at number 2 because, when you see things like this right here, you're like, okay, I see now how the artwork is being formulated, So I'll continue to read it, keep my eye on it, and see what it do. But that's what it is, people. Coming in at number 2, we have Fear Case by Matt Kindt and Tyler and Hillary Jenkins. All right? And that is at number 2. Now, coming in at number 1, my number 1 read for this week, we have none other than Kanto 2, Hollow Man, issue number 5. Now, this comic, and I'm going to tell you honestly, when I bought it, I almost didn't want to open it up because it's such a clean copy. And like I said, I was only able to grab one because there were only 2 on the shelves. I almost didn't want to open it. I said, maybe I'll try to read it digitally or something, but I hate reading digital comics. I like having the comics in my hand, But Kanto 2, Hollow Man, issue number 5, the final issue, right? Excellent. This story could not have ended better. You have our hero on his journey. He's being confronted. He's being given the keys to his quest, sharing the information with him, putting him in a better position to take over and to help his people. Like this guy right here, man, Kanto is a warrior's warrior, man. Like he's a giant in a small package. You know what I mean? So I just love the storyline. I love how this book is written for people like me. This book is written for the individual who just wants to read, look at some pictures, and get an understanding. Like, look at this artwork. very clean artwork. And the dialogue flows right along with it. You know, there's nothing Kanto won't do for the woman that he loves. There's nothing he won't do to free his people. I really enjoyed this. And the reason I have Kanto at number 1 is because ever since David Boer and Drew Zucker, they dropped Kanto, they have not let us down. Like, this book has been constant and consistent in everything, man. Dialogue, artwork, the steady pace, the flow, the journey, the adventure, the heart, the pulling on the heartstrings, the sorrows, the pains. Just like, yo, they wrote this in a way that you could feel everything that Kanto was going through. Like, when he sits and he talks to like his friends and his family, and he starts going into detail about adventure and everything, you're really right there alongside of him. You're sitting there with him. It's like you're sitting there. You're a part of the story. And like I said, man, when this book started coming to a close, you realize that David Boer and Drew Zucker, they knew exactly what they was doing. Like, they brought this book to a well-rounded finish, man. And that's why this book is at my number 1. I started with this book when they first dropped Kanto issue number 1. From then to now, it has been one heck of a journey, and they have kept me engaged. Every story, every issue, every up, every valley, every mountain, every trip, every journey, every adventure was excellent. And this is how you write a book. This is what I want. This is what I don't mind spending my money for. I will chase series like this down because this is well worth the money. This is worth the money. This is worth having in my collection. Kanto, issue 2. Kanto Hollow Man 2, issue number 5. This book was beautiful. And it has that awesome white cover that I hope I'm not damaging too much, because I do want to keep it in good shape. But definitely my number 1 pick of the week. And I highly recommend that you guys get your hands on it. If you haven't been reading Kanto, read Kanto. All of you out there who've been skeptical about reading Kanto, check Kanto out, man. Kanto is a man's book, man. And I'm telling you, he's all about spreading hope. He's fearless. He's courageous. He's full of heart. Like, yeah, this is somebody you could root for. Like, you know, if you're the type of person that root for the underdog, you'll love this book, man. You'll love it. I really enjoyed it. Kanto 2, The Hollow Man, issue number 5, coming in at number 1. So real quick, a recap, all right? Maniac of New York, issue number 1, coming in at number 3. Number 2, we have Fear Case, issue number 1. And coming in at number 1, we have Kanto Hollow Man 2, issue number 5. Those are my recs and specs for this week. You guys go out and find those books, man. You won't go wrong. They'll sit real well after you're done reading. Definitely keep you engaged. All right? So, the next thing we want to do is I want to show you what I picked up on my Weekend Warriors run, all right? And we're going to jump right into that. So we're going to switch over a little bit. We're going to switch gears, and I'm going to show you what we got. And I'm going to start off by showing you the cover A to Fear Case, issue number 1. There were 2 left. There was an original cover. There was cover A and a cover B, so I just grabbed them both. And this is a really, really nice cover A. No damage on this cover, so I was happy to find it in good condition. This is definitely going in the spec box, because like I said, I am going to follow Fear Case and see where they go with it. Next up, another book that I found out there. This book came out maybe a few weeks ago, but I loved the first issue. But what we have right here is we have the Department of Truth, issue number 1, the 3rd print by James Tynion IV. an excellent writer, and I've been enjoying Department of Truth. I almost didn't grab this book, but as I have been noticing, like these books were drying up really, really fast, and they're doing also considerably well on the secondary market. All these third prints are going for double cover or better, you know, and not for nothing. I just figured since this was the last one on the table, I might as well take it home with me. Department of Truth, issue number 1, the third print. Beautiful blue cover. I like that, the blue and red background. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. JFK on the front. Is that JFK or is that Lee Harvey Oswald? Leave a comment down below. Department of Truth, issue number 3. Is that JFK or is that Lee Harvey Oswald? Who is that up there? All right. Next up, I grabbed some old school goodness, man. I grabbed Marvel Comics Group, Captain America, issue number 144. This book I got at half price. It was $5 on the sticker, but I actually got it for $2.50. So I said, definitely, let me take this home with me. Can't go wrong. You know? Next up, I grabbed Marvel Comic Group, Captain America and the Falcon, issue number 186. This one was going for $6, and I got it for $3. Next up, I got Captain America, issue number 20. Next up, from Brian Michael Bendis, I grabbed Civil War 2. I got this for free. I'll place it in the bag and the board when I'm done. Next up, I got Bucky Barnes, The Winter Soldier, issue number 11. Definitely. I grabbed Strike Force, issue number 1. You know, we got Black History Month going on. I just wanted to grab that. We got Blade on the front cover, so I said, yeah, definitely. Let me grab that. Again, another tribute to Black History Month. We have another black superhero. I really enjoyed reading this story arc. And anytime I see these, I'm going to grab them because it may not be popping off right now. But somebody with some sense, somebody with some good sense, good comic sense and good business sense is going to pick this up and make it do something. Right? And I grabbed Stealth issue number 3. Because this was a good story also. Next up, I grabbed The Heroic Age, Steve Rogers, Super Soldier, issue number 2, second print, sketch variant. I can't wait to pull this out of this old plastic and pop it in the Mylar, you know, because I know that this book will look really, really good in the Mylar. This book, we only got these for $1. So that and Stealth, we got those for $1. Yep, that, Stealth, Strike Force, Bucky Barnes, those last 4 books that I showed you, we got those for $1. All right? And I'll show you a couple of more that I got. Oh, before I show these, I just want to make sure I pay homage. I want to give a great big ear to my boy over there. Keep it thorough. Salute. Because he was sharing this information. I was checking out his channel, and he was talking about how he was doing a little speculating on Thor, so he was making a few suggestions, and even though I may not necessarily know all that much about Thor, I too am collecting Thor, and so when he made a couple of suggestions, as I was out this weekend, I made sure when I saw him, I grabbed him. If you want to know what he was talking about, check out his channel at Keep It Thorough. He does really good speculation. He does a lot of unboxings. He's a real cool dude. So just check him out, all right? And peace and salute to the homie. Keep It Thorough. What up? All right? So I grabbed Thunderstrike, issue number 1. Thunderstrike, issue number 1. All in excellent condition. I grabbed a second copy, also in excellent condition. Next up, I grabbed The Mighty Thor, issue number 450, and I think this might be the first appearance of Blood Axe, if I'm not mistaken. The first appearance of Blood Axe. One of Thor's antagonists. One of Thunderstrike's antagonists. Right? And again, you know how I move. I grabbed another copy. And keep in mind, you check on eBay and you can see that these are starting to do some numbers right now. But I got all these for cover price. So Keep It Thorough. We're sharing some information. So I also grabbed Thor, The Mighty Thor, issue number 384. Next up, I grabbed the Thor War, The Mighty Thor. And now, the Thor Corpse, issue number 440. That's a lot, right? But it's all good, man. A little speculation never hurt nobody. Man, whether you right or wrong, it doesn't matter. It's all for fun. It's all for the love of comics, yo. So I don't really care much about all that extra stuff. But just getting out there, being able to find them, just resting in long boxes, man, that's just the thrill of the hunt. And that's what I like about doing what we do, man. Getting out there in the wild, looking for books, man. So it is what it is. Next up, The Mighty Thor, issue number 451. You got the homage cover, the first cover appearance of Blood Axe. That's a mean cover right there, man. That joint fire. That joint is definitely fire. So when I saw it, I had to have it. I have the original Beta Ray Bill joint. So, to have that's cool beans right there, man. I ain't even mad about it. And last but not least, well, it's not last. I have one more that I'll show you. The Mighty Thor, issue number 391. And then I also grabbed the Mighty Thor, issue number 452, where you got Blood Axe on the cover again. I just grabbed it just because he was up there. Just having a good time digging in the crates, man. Finding good stuff. And now, the last book I want to show you. I have Lady Deadpool, issue number 1. Having a slice of pizza. This is nice joint right here, right? I found myself becoming a very, very big fan of Lady Deadpool. Been reading her comics. Been following her. So very, very excited about having this and adding it to the collection. You know? So that's what I grabbed on my Weekend Warrior run, people. So if you guys want, before we go, how about we open up some boxes? All right? Let's do it. I got my blade already. And we'll grab the first box. And let's see what's in there. Let's see what we got. Corner. How many of you guys checked out episode number 5 of WandaVision? I watched it like 3 times, yo. Definitely a WTF issue. I mean a WTF episode, because they're really, really starting to crank things up a little bit. That's weird. I've ordered tons of comics from these. They've never did it like that before. That was new. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, cool. All right, so in the first box, we have none other than Star Wars, The High Republic, issue number 2. Everybody's going bonkers with this new High Republic series coming out. A lot of first appearances was in this that I'm hearing too. I haven't read it. I have the second issue. I have a few copies of the second issue. I haven't read this yet, but I will definitely get a chance to read it. A lot of first appearances coming out with this new series, so I know everybody's going to be jumping all over those. Let's grab another one and see what we got. Here we go. The gray bag. The gray bag. I'm going to be very, very careful with this. Yeah, come on. Here we go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Voila. Okay. All right, that's what's up. There we go. In the second box, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 113. And we got 2 copies. Identical on the front cover. Just thought it'd be really, really cool to have these in the collection. You know, she's all grown up. It's like a futuristic look at her. So I just thought it'd be really, really cool to add this to the collection. I think I have 1 or 2 other copies of this, you know, but it's okay. I don't mind adding 2 more to the collection. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 113. Dope, good stuff. Definitely some good stuff. Excuse me. All right, you guys got time for one more? Let's do it. One more. This one. We don't know what's in here. So let's hurry up and get it open. Nice. Very nicely packaged. I like that. I say I can always respect. And the sender. Make sure that my joints come nice and safe. All right. Let's see. Okay. Hurry up, C3, hurry up. I'm going as fast as I can without damaging anything. Oh my goodness, yes, yo. Yes, baby. Absolutely. Yes, man. Listen. This is what it's all about, guys. Ladies, gents. I don't know about you, but I've been waiting a long time to get my hands on this comic. I found it. I saw it at a really good price. It's in a near mint condition. From what I can tell. And I'll have to do a little more research. I'm going to have to pull it out and give it a real close look. But this is nothing less than a 9.8 to a 9.6, maybe a 9.4, which I'm still extremely happy about it. All right? None other than Deadpool, Merc with a Mouth, issue number 7, the Rob Liefeld second print. What do you think of that? Leave a comment down below. What do you guys think of Lady Deadpool, Merc with a Mouth, issue number 7, the second print, the Liefeld joint, classic Rob Liefeld. And I wanted this one because this is that one time where he got drawn feet right. He got his feet dead right, man. Like, this is a beautiful cover. Classic. I needed this in my collection. Look at that, guys. What do you think? Second printing. Rob Liefeld goodness. I know a lot of people don't like Rob, but listen. I respect it, man. Been around for a long time. Knows how to sell comics. Knows how to market. Knows how to put himself in position to win. Beautiful, man. I'm super happy. I am super happy. Definitely. I gotta check it out. I gotta take a closer look at it, man. But I'm almost 100% certain. Give her a nice cleaning, a nice pressing. She can do 9.8. She can do at least a 9.6. From what I'm seeing right now, with a nice pressing, she could do a 9.6 to a 9.8. Easy. Man. Beautiful. Deadpool, Merc with a Mouth, issue number 7, second print. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Is she worth it? You know she ain't cheap. So is she worth it? You worth it to me, girl. Mwah. Yo, I'm super happy. I'm super excited. Yo, there you go. Lady Deadpool, ladies and gentlemen, Lady Deadpool. She was a must-have for me, and I'm glad I got her. Before we go, don't forget, guys, we're moving ahead. We're on our way to 300 subs. Last week, I gave a book away. ICT Vinny, he won that book. That book is in the wind. It's gone. He should be receiving that shortly. All right? I told you guys, every time I do a video, we're going to do a giveaway. Every video that you watch, just leave something encouraging in the comment section below with the hashtag KeepItComics, and I'm going to drop your name in a random drawing, and that person will win the next comic coming up with that video. All right? So, like I said, that last one, we gave away Haha issue number 1 to ICT. Vinny, he got that. That's gone. So this video, we're going to be giving away that Star Wars, the High Republic. All right? Star Wars, High Republic. And this one is going out to Christopher Merlin. You got that. That's yours. If you want to receive that, just hit me up on IG so I can get your information, and this will be in the wind, man. We're gonna fly this like an eagle, bro. It'll hit you before it miss you. All right? So, Star Wars, High Republic, Christopher Merlin, this is yours. You won this. I appreciate the encouraging comments, man. I appreciate every time you check out the channel. I appreciate your support, man. And I just want to show my support by sending you this comic. Ain't nothing fishy. Ain't no additives, no preservatives. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. I'm not asking for anything. Just want to send you this A-OK. So, again, hit me on IG and collect your prize, fam. It's as simple as that. All right? So, there you have it, folks. Those are the comic books that I picked up on my Weekend Warrior run. I showed you guys what I got in the mail. We spoke a little bit about my top 3 reads of the week. We have Kanto came in at number 1. We have Fear Case was at number 2. And we have Maniac in New York that was at number 3. All right? So if you see those comics out there, pick them up. Give them a read. You know what I mean? Because ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Now listen, I got to get out of here because I got to go shower and get myself into bed and get ready for work in the morning. All right? So, as always, listen, I'm your boy C3, and we're going to keep it comics. Peace.